Welcome to Mishna study. Masad Hallah Perek Dalet Mishnah Bava. We're in this Mishnah, a little bit of complicated concepts. We'll try to make it as easy as possible. And that is, if a person wants to separate Hallah now for future batches of dough. So in general, we said that's not allowed, right? Why is it not allowed? Because you always have to separate from the mukaf, right? You always have to separate from when it's together, right? You only have to separate Hallah from the batch that's touching, right? That's really, connected to each other. But now we're going to speak about halat demai, right? If you have demai, right? Demai, remember, is something that you're not sure, right? If the, masrot were taken from it or not. So we make you do certain things misafek. So over here, we're not sure over here if the halal was taken from this dough or not taken from it. And halat demai, we know you're allowed to separate shalom min mukaf. It doesn't have to be, right near each other, right? You're also allowed to separate right from the tameh ala tahor and tahor ala tameh. Right? Because again, it's something that's safek halal. So Chachamim were mekel if it's something that's only obligated in a halal misafek. So over here, we're going to have a little bit of I guess an easier way out for someone who's baking many batches of dough. So what could a person do? Notel adam kedeh halal. A person go ahead and take hallah from dough whose hallah wasn't separated from it yet. And make it petahara, make it in a pure state. Right? And he uses this batch of dough that he just separated as hallah, right? He took more than he needs, and he's going to go ahead and knead more and more batches of dough from halat demai, right, from something that's safek hallah, and use this batch that he separated in advance to be hallah to cover all these new batches of hallah that's coming from demai dough, as he goes forward, right? And he's allowed to go ahead and do so, ad shetisarah, right, until that original batch, that original dough that he separated, to be hallah, until it gets old, right, until it becomes, unusable, right? Why? Why are you allowed to go ahead and do so? Right? Because some halat demai, right? Hallah that's there, you're only separating misafek. You're allowed to separate from the tahor ala tameh. You could separate from tahor to cover tameh dough, right? And also shalom min mukaf. You're also allowed to separate it if it's not right near each other, right? If it's not mukaf. So therefore, we allow you, when it comes to halat demai, which is something that's safek hallah, we allow you to go ahead and separate, hallah in advance to cover future batches of dough.